Hello everyone, Disaster Wolf Art here, and today I'll be trying to draw myself in 10 different art styles. Now, if you've seen my early Instagram posts, you might remember that I've actually done this before with an original character, but I thought it would be fun to try it again after 2 years. Of course, I started out with my own art style. No real explanation here, y'all already kind of know what's up with that, so... yeah, though I will say that I don't really like the face on this one. I don't know, something just kind of feels off, but we're on a crunch for time, so oh well. I'll just have to suck it up. Next up is the style of My Hero Academia. This is one of my favorite anime, if not my very favorite, and one of the main reasons why is the art style. I just love the way the creator draws all of the features of the characters, especially like All Might. Like, it looks like an anime, but it also resembles the Western superhero comic book style a little bit, which is definitely something that I thought was creative. Especially as someone who tries to mimic both Japanese and Western cartoon styles, and put them into one. For the next style, I did Adventure Time. To be honest, as much as I like this style, I mostly chose this one because I knew it was going to be really quick and easy to do. I mean, I did do 10 of them back to back after all, so I wanted to cut myself some slack. But besides that, I really like how the style can be so simple yet so unique and recognizable. This one was honestly pretty fun to draw, and I'm glad I chose it. So up next, we've got the style of Infinity Train. I remembered watching the pilot and the first season, and after thinking about it, I decided that I had to try it. I do like the style, but it wasn't really something that blew me away or inspired me necessarily. But I will say that I love the story and concept so much that I really wanted to draw myself in this style. Though I will admit, I didn't finish the second season yet, but I will at some point. The next style I did was the Tim Burton art style. Whenever I think of a 10 art style challenge, one of the first styles I think of is Tim Burton's style. Specifically his more messy and sketchy kind of style, because it's so iconic. I also chose this style because I loved a lot of his movies. More specifically his stop motion films, not Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. We don't talk about that movie. Anyways, I'm really happy with how this one turned out because it's so different from any other style in this video. The next one I did was the art style of The Simpsons. I remember watching random episodes of the show with my family, so it felt really personal to me, so I really wanted to do it. That being said, I was about to give up on this because I was struggling with the sketch. But I was running out of time and I really didn't feel like searching for another art style, so I was stuck with it. Though I'm glad that I decided to keep trying it because eventually I came up with something that I was pretty happy with. So yeah, it's one of my favorites. For the next art style, I decided to do the art style of Codename Kids Next Door. I used to watch this show so much when I was little, and when I was choosing the styles, I knew I had to try this one. The style was honestly really fun to do, and I think it came out alright. Though the only thing that I will say I should have done differently is that I should have made the glasses lenses like a white or a light gray or something like that, but we can just ignore that. That doesn't exist. For the next art style, I tried out the Scott Pilgrim vs. the World art style, specifically the one from the comics. I never really read all of the comics, but I did read a little bit of them, and when I did, I loved it. Like from the cool art style to the character interactions to just the story and just yes. So I thought it would be pretty fun to try. Not really much to say about this one except I like it. One of my favorites. The next art style I chose to do was the style of panty and stocking with garter belt. I love this show so much. Like, just looking at the art style alone was enough to pull me in, let alone the characters, the comedy, and the overall story. The soundtrack also has some of the best music I've heard in an anime, and it's one of the few anime that I will say that the dub is infinitely better than the sub, because you get all the good jokes. But besides me being a fanboy for 2 seconds, I really like how sharp, dynamic, and colorful all the characters are. I wouldn't say my drawing is 100% perfect for the show, of course, but I definitely had fun drawing it while listening to the soundtrack. For the 10th and final art style, I decided to try the Gravity Falls one. I really loved watching this show, so of course I had to try it. Also, fair warning, this one kind of just jumps from me coloring the hair to me finishing up the drawing, because my freaking phone decided to die while I was coloring. But you didn't miss much, so it's whatever. Anyways, this style was really fun to draw, and it's definitely one of my favorites. And here are the finished drawings. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it, and let me know which one was your favorite. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!